Welcome back to Procurement Stories. Today, I'm diving into basics of procurement by exploring 10 essential abbreviations that everyone needs to know. Whether you're new to the field or you just need refresh, this episode will get everyone on the same page and speaking the same language. Let's get started. Term number 1, PR. A purchase request is a document used to ask for official authorization to buy something for the company. It's usually filled out by employee who needs the supplies or equipment or the service. Think of it as a formal way to say, hey, I need to buy this item for my work. The purchase request includes details like what is needed, the quantity, why it's needed, how much it costs, and when it's needed, so the deadline. Once filled out, it gets sent to a manager or procurement team for approval. Sometimes it's finance. Once approved, it moves on to become a PO, purchase order, which is the official document used to place the order with a supplier. So in short, a purchase request is the first step in the buying process, ensuring that all purchases are reviewed and authorized before any money is spent. Term number 2. PO. A purchase order is a document that a company sends to a supplier to officially request and authorize the purchase of goods or services. It's like a detailed shopping list that confirms what the company wants to buy. The PO includes important information such as items needed, quantities, prices, delivery dates, and payment terms. Once the supplier receives the PO, they know exactly what company needs and they can start processing the order. The PO serves as a legal agreement between the company and the supplier, ensuring that both parties are clear on the details of the transaction. It also helps the company to keep track of all the purchases to manage their budget effectively. So in short, a PO is a formal and organized way to place an order with a supplier, ensuring everything is clear and agreed upon in advance. Term number 3, SLA. Service Level Agreement is a document that outlines the expectations and standard for a service provided by a supplier or service provider. It clearly defines what services will be delivered, the quality of those services, and the time frame for delivery. Think of it as a promise or contract between company and the service provider with details what the company can expect. For example, an SLA might specify how quickly a technical support team should respond to a problem, or how trustfully a network service could be. The SLA also includes consequences if the service provider fails to meet these expectations, like penalties or the right to cancel the agreement. Having an SLA helps ensure that both company and the service provider are on the same page and that the company received quality of the service it needs. Term number 4, MSA. A Master Service Agreement is a contract that sets the general terms and conditions for a long-term business relationship between company and a service provider. It outlines the basic rules and guidelines for working together on the various projects or services over time. Think of it as a framework or blueprint for the partnership, making it easier to manage multiple contracts without having to negotiate the terms from scratch each time. The MSA covers important aspects like payment terms, confidentiality, dispute resolution, and overall responsibilities. So when specific projects come up, they are detailed in a separate document called Statement of Work that refers back to MSA for the main terms. In this way, the MSA provides consistency and clarity, saving time and reducing the chances of misunderstandings. So in short, MSA is a base agreement that streamlines and simplifies the process of working with a service provider over a long period of time. Term number 5, NDA. A non-disclosure agreement, NDA, is a legal document that helps keep important information private. When two parties sign an NDA, they promise not to share specific details or secrets with anyone else. So imagine you're working on a new project and you need to talk to supplier about it. An NDA ensures that the supplier won't tell anyone about your project details. It protects things like business plans, designs, and trade secrets. The NDA outlines what information must be kept confidential and for how long. It also explains what happens if someone breaks the agreement. So in short, an NDA is a way to make sure that sensitive information stays secure and it's not shared without permission. Term number 6, SOW. A statement of work, SOW, is a critical document that guides the project and helps both parties understand their responsibilities and expectations. This document clearly describes the work that need to be done for a project or contract. It outlines the specific task, deliverables, timelines, and expectations for both the company and the supplier. So think of it as a detailed plan that everyone agrees on to ensure the project runs smoothly. The SOW includes information on what exactly needs to be done, who will do it, how it will be done, and when it needs to be completed. It also covers important details like payment terms, milestone, and any special requirements. Having a clear SOW helps prevent misunderstandings and ensures that everyone is on the same page. Term number 7, KPI. KPI stands for Key Performance Indicator. In procurement, we use KPIs a lot to measure how well suppliers are doing and to make sure they meet standards we have set together. Some examples include supplier lead time, on-time delivery rate, and vendor performance or quality levels. KPIs are also great for keeping eyes on procurement teams, like tracking cost savings, purchase order cycle time, or spend under management. KPIs are like special markers that help us to see how well we are doing in different activities. So imagine you are playing a game, and KPIs are the points you score that show if you are winning. They help us to know if we are meeting the goals, like getting good grades in school. So KPIs are just a way to measure our progress and success. Term number 8, ROI. ROI, or return on investment, is a way to see how much money you earn compared to how much you spend. Imagine you buy a pack of candies for $1 and sell them for $3. The extra $2 you made is your profit. So ROI helps you to figure out how good this deal was by showing the profit as a percentage of the cost. So if you spend $1 and made $2 extra, your ROI is 200% because you got back double what you spent. It's like seeing if the time and money you put into something gave you a lot more back. So ROI helps us to understand if our investment or efforts were worth it. Term number 9, SPI. SPI, or Supplier Performance Indicator, is a tool companies use to measure how well our suppliers are meeting our needs. It helps us to evaluate things like delivery times, product quality, and how well they follow our instructions. So imagine you order parts of the product. If supplier delivers on time with high quality parts and no mistake, they get a high SPI score. However, if they're late, parts are faulty, and they don't follow our requirements, the SPI score will be low. So this score helps us to see which suppliers are trustworthy and which ones might need improvement. So SPI metrics ensure companies maintain high standards and help us to identify any issues early on. And finally, term number 10, SRM. Supplier Relationship Management is a strategy to manage and improve our interaction with the suppliers. It helps us to build strong, positive relationships with the companies that provide us with goods or services. Imagine it as the way to ensure good communication and collaboration with the suppliers so both sides benefit. With SRM, we can work closely with suppliers to solve problems, improve quality, and reduce cost. It involves regularly reviewing their performance, discussing any issues, and finding ways to improve together. Yes, together. SRM helps us to get the best value from our suppliers and ensure a smooth supply chain. So in short, SRM is about creating a partnership with suppliers to achieve better results for both our company and their companies. So there you have it, 10 essential procurement abbreviations that will help you to navigate the procurement landscape with confidence. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more. See you next time on Procurement Stories.